So that's a wrap for Bo and me and Vin and the Dodgers with a thriller, winning it 6-5 in the bottom half of the 10th inning. Gonzo with the game-winning hit, knocking in Andy LaRoche. Dodger Talk now, getting underway with Bob Harvey. Bob?
All right, thank you, Charlie, and an exciting win it was. Luis Gonzalez with the game winner, and a great interview with A and Gonzo, and we'll be talking to A. Martinez here in just a moment. Also taking your calls on this abbreviated edition of Dodger Talk at 866-933-9898, 866-933-9898. Lots coming up, but first, we get back to Dodger Stadium and the beautiful Dodger Stadium Transportation Center. Here is Doug Dunlap.
Thank you very much, Bob. Well, the only thing I have to tell you as far as a problem getting out is a problem on the 110 freeway. Southbound Harbor Freeway, just south of the Stadium Way on-ramp. There is an accident. They do have it in the right lane at the moment, and it has caused the exit from that part of the ballpark to back up. And so if you're trying to get out of the ballpark, just hang with it. The reason that you're delayed is the accident on the southbound 110. All the other entrances and exits looking fine, and there are no problems as far as any of the freeways, the rest of the freeways in and around Dodger Stadium. I'm KFWB's Doug Dunlap, live in the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center.
The series between the Giants and Dodgers is sponsored by KFWB, the Dodgers flagship station, proudly delivering Los Angeles Dodgers baseball to Southern California. Feel like a rock star with LasVegasTickets.com. Best seat to any event, championship boxing, or the greatest shows, LasVegasTickets.com has you covered. LasVegasTickets.com. They always come through in the clutch.
Now this commercial message from the National News Syndicate.
This is Bonnie Churchill. Marino is one of the most delightful Italian restaurants in town. Located at 6001 Melrose in Hollywood, do yourself a favor and stop by for dinner. One time and it'll be on your list. Ciro Marino will greet you. A few minutes and you feel you've known him for years. It was October 3rd, 1993. He opened Marino's, and ever since has been doing great business at the same location. We began with mozzarella marinara, clams aragonati, and calamari fritti. Everything you order is delightful. Next choice is persicatelli pasta with Maine lobster in a luscious pink sauce. My date had fusilli sautéed with shiitake mushrooms, artichoke hearts, and black truffle oil. Main entree, banzino, of course, wild striped sea bass, salt crushed over risotto with saffron and asparagus. Profiterole rounded out the dinner. Bellissima. He knows what he's doing, and he knows how to fix it. Bonnie Churchill, coast to coast.
Irwin, now that Sit and Sleep's been in business for 27 years, I thought it was time that you and I had a little pillow talk.
Pillow talk? You and me?
Not that kind of pillow talk. I want to talk about the 2 memory foam pillows we're giving away free during Sit and Sleep's anniversary sale.
Sit and Sleep's giving away memory foam pillows? Free?
Yep, 2 memory foam pillows, a $200 value free with the purchase of any premium Simmons, Sealy, Spring Air, Miralux, Heirloom, or Tempur-Pedic mattress.
That's not pillow talk, Larry. That's crazy talk.
Plus, during our anniversary sale, take hundreds off. And with your good credit, pay nothing all the way till 2009 and get free local delivery.
No payments till 2009? Gee, Larry, you really are whispering sweet nothings into my ear.
I am?
Yeah, as in we're gonna make sweet nothing during the sale. 'Cause you're killing me, Larry.
Get 2 free memory foam pillows and pay nothing all the way till 2009 during Sit and Sleep's anniversary sale. Sit and Sleep will be at anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free. Opening soon in West Covina.
When you hear the word BMW, you immediately think superior performance. That's why we've created an elite store worthy of the vehicles we sell. The new Valencia BMW is a 6-acre state-of-the-art sales and service facility dedicated solely to the BMW enthusiast. From our easy rooftop parking to our exceptional sales associates, Valencia BMW ensures that you will have an unrivaled experience from the moment you step on our lot. That's why this month, in celebration of our grand opening, we're offering special lease deals and finance rates on all 2007, 3, 5, and 7 Series BMWs, as well as over 250 of our new and certified pre-owned models. We'll even match any advertised price on a new or certified pre-owned BMW. If you're thinking of stepping up to a new BMW, drop by Valencia BMW today. We're located on Valencia Boulevard or on the web at valenciabmw.com. Valencia BMW, 877-554-BMW4. Through BMW Financial Services on above average credit. Terms and conditions available. See dealer for details.
KFWB News Time, 11:21. Time for traffic on the ones. And here again, Doug Dunlap.
All right, Bob, thanks. We still have delays heading out of the downtown gate towards the 110 freeway, and that's because of an accident on the 110 southbound before 1st Street. It's beyond where you get on the freeway. Stick with it. It does seem to be picking up. We're looking at it on the screens here at the Transportation Center, and definitely speeds have picked up, so hopefully they've got that out of the right lane. All the other exits are completely clear, and everybody outside, and the other freeway's looking pretty good right around the stadium. Now, we do have slowing, though, mid-city. Santa Monica Freeway eastbound between La Brea and the 110. Look for delays. Also, the Hollywood Freeway southbound is very slow right now between Melrose Avenue and the 110. In Industry, 605 southbound after Peck Road, an injury crash. That is blocking the carpool lane as well as the 2 left lanes. And another big problem in Westwood, San Diego Freeway northbound before Wilshire Boulevard. An accident there is blocking the 3 right lanes. And KFWB traffic sponsored by Westin Hotels. Relax and let Westin help you find your way. BookWestin.com. I'm KFWB's Doug Dunlap, live in the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center.
KFWB Dodger Talk, sponsored by the new AT&T and by Hooters Hotel Las Vegas. Sleep with someone you know. Book your room online or call 866-LV-HOOTS. Nissan of downtown L.A., where the customer is always number one.
Well, it takes a little longer tonight, but the Dodgers beat the San Francisco Giants by a score of 6-5 with Luis Gonzalez walk-off double in the bottom of the 10th. I'm Bob Harvey. Welcome back to Dodger Talk, and let's head out to the stadium. We are joined by KFWB's A. Martinez. And, hey, I thought the interview with Gonzo was excellent. You always do a great job, but I thought it kind of interesting that he took a not-so-veiled shot at Dodger management.
Yeah, it did seem that way a little bit. It seemed like maybe there was some kind of arrangement that wasn't exactly followed through on. Now, that's just Luis talking. We don't know the other side of this. But, hey, you know what? During a season, things change, and sometimes it changes. It changes and it forces change to where some guys may not like it because their roles change. So that's kind of where the season went to. That's where it moved to. And I don't know if anything really, except for winning a lot of games, would have been anything to change it.
Where do you expect to see Gonzo next year?
Boy, you know what? He can still play defense. The throwing is, wasn't good coming into the season, so I don't know if that necessarily is going to factor in. But he can still go out and catch some fly balls. He made some diving plays, some good running grabs all season long. And he can still hit the ball a little bit, but maybe on a team that's maybe more, what's the best way to put this delicately, considering the last 2 weeks, maybe a little more veteran, with a more veteran presence. How about that?
Yeah, a little veteran-oriented. I thought it interesting, too, that when Gonzo crossed home plate tonight, he was mobbed by veterans and young players alike.
Yeah, well, that's, it's just a teammate at that point. When you win a game, anytime you win it in extra innings on a home run like that, it just basically, it's just you're just hugging your teammate. You're not thinking about any rift you had in the clubhouse, any arguments you may have had, any bad feelings. All that goes away, at least for those few seconds, and then you get back into the clubhouse, start the new day tomorrow, and then maybe you pick up old arguments again.
All right, Chad Billingsley, what went wrong tonight for him?
Boy, just that was a little glimpse of the old Chad Billingsley, the one that seemed to try to throw that fastball at 110 miles an hour, that had no command, didn't look comfortable out there. But you know what? He's had enough great games where I think we can let one slide. It's just tough because it's the last start of 2007, so he has that one to think about. I hope he doesn't focus on that last start and think about all the really good starts that led up to this one.
Yeah, he went an inning and a third, his shortest start of the year, but he has an ERA to take home this year of 3.31. Hopefully he'll focus on that. Talk a little bit about the youngsters, and again, I thought a great performance by the Dodgers' young, very popular shortstop.
Yeah, Chin-Lung Hu, and the fans are getting into it. They're chanting his last name anytime he touches the ball or anytime he comes up to the plate. He could easily and quickly become a fan favorite. I'm just wondering what his role for next year's team is going to be. If number one, he's got to make the team, and number two, if he's on it, is he just the primary backup at short and at second? or what happens to Tony Abreu. Chin Lung Hu has a lot of game and maybe is a little more well-rounded than Tony Abreu in some ways, but Abreu's pretty good too. So the Dodgers are going to have some interesting questions, number one, in the offseason, if all of these kids make it to spring training, because trades are always a possibility, and number two, if they're there, exactly what they're going to do with all of them.
Right. Andy LaRoche, a couple of base hits tonight. Has he done enough yet, in your opinion, to warrant serious consideration for the third base job?
Oh, sure. He's in the mix. I know Nomar's going to come in and be the guy that everyone thinks is going to get the job, and if he has a good spring training, he more than likely will have the job. But LaRoche is coming in solidly as a number two. I don't know necessarily if he doesn't make an impression what his immediate future would be in spring training. The quick answer is just to put him back at AAA Las Vegas, but he's also one of those guys that when you look at what he did at Vegas this year, that amazing run, that I think 3-week stretch where it seemed like he hit 1 million home runs. You know, if he's down there hitting the ball like crazy, do we just wait for maybe a slump at the big league level before you bring him up, or what do you do with him as well?
Yeah, exactly. All right, you talked a couple of weeks ago. No, I guess it was more recently, maybe a couple of days ago, about you're down to the last three games of the year. A lot of players are playing for statistics when their team's out of the race. And Russell Martin, with one more home run, would give him 20 homers and 20 stolen bases, and the only other catcher to ever do the 20-20 thing is Ivan Rodriguez.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's perfectly acceptable to openly say that there's some numbers that you'd like to chase. Why not? These things add up. They add up when you become a free agent. They add up in a lot of different ways. So, you know, why not? I know players don't want to say it. They're talking about winning a game, but really, honestly, you're already above 500. You might as well use tomorrow as a time to maybe go out there and try to pursue some numbers. Look at Juan Pierre. If he can go 5 for 5, you have 200 hits, and that would be a pretty good thing for him, too.
Oh, absolutely. James Loney has had just a month to remember, 32 RBIs coming into tonight's game, the most of any player in the major leagues in the month of September.
Matt Kemp, too, if he gets a similar night like he did today, 3 hits, he can wind up at 340. James Loney might have an outside shot at 340. There's all kinds of little things here and there that we can look forward to in tomorrow's game to see if some of these guys can achieve certain statistical numbers. And you know what? Just because it is the last game, I'd like to see a lot of them do it.
I want to ask you a question. The last 3 or 4 days since the Dodgers have been officially eliminated, have these games felt like preseason games? Did you feel like you were back at Vero Beach?
Not preseason games, because they were. I think they were focused on trying to make sure that they didn't finish under 500. So there was a little sense of urgency there. Now, it's with the kids, and you see the unfamiliar names in the lineup, especially if you're not, watching every single day. You might look at the lineup when you come to the ballpark and say, well, who are these guys? But that's why it might feel like spring training. But you know that this is the future. If you follow this team, you know that this is going to be the lineup maybe in 2009, 2010, and beyond. So just to, number one, prepare for the future and also try and finish above 500. Those are the two themes running this week.
One final question, off-season coming up. Do the Dodgers look for a bat or a starting pitcher or both?
It all depends on who's available. But I guess my priority, if I'm running things, I would look to see, number one, I know that we've heard internet rumors about maybe Johan Santana and stuff. You know what? If he's available, why not? Because you don't know about Jason Schmidt. You can't be sure of that. And then with what you saw out of Esteban Loaiza, how can you be sure about him, too? You really got 3 sure things heading into spring training on the mound as far as the starters go, and that's Lowe, Penny, and Billingsley. And then pretty much after that, you're not too sure of what might happen.
Yeah, a lot of question marks. As always, thanks for your time, and we'll chat with you tomorrow right before the series finale and the final game of the regular season on Covering the Bases. And we'll be back with a look at traffic in 1 minute on Dodger Talk.
Who knows where you can get a great deal on a new Chevrolet? At Sierra Chevrolet in Monrovia, the Panda knows. And right now, the Panda is telling everyone about Sierra Chevy's deal on a 2007 Tahoe LS at a sale price of $38,888. And after a $5,000 total factory rebate, net cost to you of $25,888. That's a net cost of $25,888. And now that you've heard from the Panda, Panda. It's time to make your move to Sierra Chevrolet of Monrovia. Just take the Mountain Avenue exit of the 210 freeway in Monrovia at the Giant Panda. Who knows where you can get a great deal on a new Chevrolet? At Sierra Chevrolet in Monrovia, the Panda knows. Chevrolet, an American revolution. Rebate in lieu of special GMAC financing. All prices plus government fees and taxes. Any finance charges, any dealer document preparation charge, and any emission testing charge. Subject to prior sale. One if this net costs. 268-305. Expires 10-107.
KFWB News Time, 11:31. Let's see how the traffic flow is at Dodger Stadium as we head back out to the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center. And Doug Dunlap.
Well, Bob, the traffic out here is absolutely fine. As a matter of fact, the parking lot completely empty. The only problem that we're dealing with around the stadium is the accident that I told you about on the southbound Harbor Freeway. It's past Stadium Way. So a lot of people who are leaving the stadium, especially out of the downtown gate, are getting stuck in that when they try to get on to the freeway. Now, it's just barely past where you get on, so stick with it, and it is over on the right side, and things are improving. So that's the only problem to tell you about immediately around the stadium. Of course, that doesn't mean that there's nothing else going on in town. Santa Monica Freeway eastbound, very heavy between La Brea and the 110. Also in Covina, the 10 westbound is jammed up between Holt Avenue and the 605. Couple of big problems. One in Westwood, San Diego Freeway northbound before Wilshire Boulevard. An accident there blocks the right 3 lanes. And in Industry, on the 605 freeway, the southbound side just after Peck Road, we have a serious accident there. That one is blocking the 3 right lanes, and emergency crews on the scene. They're hoping to get that cleared sometime in the next 10 or 15 minutes, so that's going to be there for a while. I'm KFWB's Doug Dunlap, live in the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center.
That's the sound of Dodger baseball. And that's the sound of KFWB News 980. Fall is upon us, and if you're still in a job where the fire's just not burning, get out now. Hi, I'm Sean O'Neill, the General Sales Manager at KFWB News 980 and the Dodgers Radio Network, and we are in a growth mode and always looking for A-plus sales talent at KFWB News 980. If you are the best and want to work for the best, call me today at 323-930-8750. Are you motivated by money? Are you motivated to be the best? Do you thrive on competition and winning? KFWB already has a very strong sales force in place, but we're always looking to get better, and you could be that special sales talent that we need to take us to even greater performance. I know that great people are what make the difference in great companies. Join our winning team at KFWB News 980 today and put the passion back in your career. We offer excellent compensation, and CBS Radio is an equal opportunity employer. Call today, 323-930-8750. That's 323-930-8750.
If your industry's changing and you're looking for ways to earn more money, then listen.
Hi, I'm Robin Friedman. I grew up working in corporate America and spent 15 years in several rewarding and challenging positions. Eventually, I became a partner in an investment firm. I thought I had my dream job, but was working more than 80 hours a week to make other people wealthy. I was drained by the constant struggle to balance family and career. 8 years ago, I found Global Wellness Group and discovered a business model with a proven infrastructure and successful track record. I took control of my financial situation, replaced my 6-figure income, and now own a multi-million-dollar international company, all on my terms.
Global Wellness Group wants to speak with success-oriented people that want more out of life. If you're looking to make a change, call Global Wellness Group at 888-590-3179. That's 888-590-3179. 888-590-3179.
Former Hershey syrup users are telling us why they switched to Rich Chocolate Ovaltine.
I was looking for something more nutritious for the kids because they drink a lot of chocolate milk. I never really thought about Ovaltine until we went to my mother-in-law's house. Now, that's all we drink. I even got my mom to try Ovaltine. She was a die-hard Hershey syrup person. She was here watching the kids, so she had to drink Rich Chocolate Ovaltine. She loved the Ovaltine taste. Now she drinks it too.
Ovaltine. Try it for the nutrition. Keep buying it for the taste.
More Ovaltine, please!
Aflac for small business?
Yeah, you cover small business?
Yes, we do.
Great, because I'm a flea.
Okay. Well, it is a dog-eat-dog world out there.
Look, I got a family business. Oh, here comes Pa.
Oh, your dad?
No, a Pa!
Well, with Aflac for small business, you get a lot of the benefits of a big business at no direct cost to you.
Oh, like a flea market?
Well, sort of. Visit AflacSB.com or call 1-800-99
Aflac!
American Family Life Assurance Company of Columbus. Aflac.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The LA County Sheriffs are hiring. Call 1-800-A-DEPUTY or visit LASD.org. Jiffy Lube, the well-oiled machine. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealer.
Now the 6-foot left-hander from Australia delivers 3-1, and it's pulled on the ground to the right side. That'll get the run in. Out recorded at first from Durham to Ortmeyer. So Pierre makes contact, picks up a run batted in, and the Dodgers get on the board. They now trail 4-1.
Hey, good night for Juan Pierre. He was 2 for 5, had 3 runs batted in, and his average 294. Doubtful that he'll reach the 300 mark or the 200 hit mark this year, but still a nice effort tonight from the Dodgers center fielder. Welcome back to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey, and let's get to the phones. We've got some nice folks standing by to join us and talk some Dodger baseball. Let's start with Danny in Lawndale. Danny, how you doing? Welcome to Dodger Talk.
Hey, how you doing, Bob?
I'm good, thank you.
First of all, I want to say thank you for your show, and you have a great show, and hopefully you'll be back next season.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And no word yet on where the Dodgers are going to land or where I'm going to land for that matter, but I do appreciate the nice words.
Well, hopefully you'll be back. And also, I wanted to tell you, 3.8 million fans went Dodgers this season.
Yes, they did.
If Frank McCourt is really serious about winning, he will do anything possible to at least sign one good All-Star free agent. And if A-Rod signs, he has to go all out for A-Rod. I mean, he has to. 3.8 million fans. I mean, one playoff win in 19 years. I mean, when is enough? He has to do something for the fans.
Well, I agree. This drought is kind of getting a little bit ridiculous now. It's been, like you pointed out, 19 years. And I know that Ned Colletti looks through the history books, and so does Frank McCourt. And it just, things just haven't clicked. The Dodgers got into the playoffs last year, were eliminated early, and fans are hungry. They're hungry for a playoff victory and another bite at the, at the World Series ring.
Another thing, on the LA Times, Ned Colletti was saying, Grady Little was saying, we're best friends, we do everything together. I mean, no wonder there's no pressure on this guy. I mean, they're buddies, they're friends. I mean, it seems to me that Ned is running the team based on friendship and personal feelings than on actually what's good for the team. And if that's the case, no wonder Grady's coming back.
Yeah, and I thought
Grady cannot come. I'm sorry, but Grady cannot come back next season. If he comes back next season, it's going to be another frustrating year for the Dodgers. I'm telling you.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens because a lot of Dodger fans. And Danny, thank you for the call and the nice words, and we'll talk again. I hope. All right.
I hope so too.
All right. Thank you, Danny. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, not only with the movement of players during the off season, but also what changes, if any, will be coming. Through the management area at Dodger Stadium. We'll see. I know a couple of weeks ago Ned said Grady was coming back, and I don't know if the recent slide has done anything to change that or not. Let's take in one more call. Lonnie from L.A. Lonnie, welcome to Dodger Talk. Nice to have you.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me on, Bob.
You bet.
Hey, I have kind of a similar thing to say. Last year the Chicago Cubs, they had a good team, they had a good core, and they said, all right, we're going to sign a consistent threat, and we're going to get ourselves a real manager. And, they won their division this year. They clinched, and, they've got a good shot at, going deep in the postseason. Why can't we do the same thing here? Like the last guy said, 3.8 million fans, you get 3.8 million people, and you can't afford to get, a big player. Why not?
Well, I will say this again, Lonnie, just to reiterate. Frank McCourt did give Ned Colletti a couple of good-sized checks this offseason. Unfortunately, Ned did not spend them wisely. Jason Schmidt, I thought, was a questionable signing, and, it proved to be right. He gave the Dodgers, one win for whatever it was, $13 million this year. Randy Wolf also had arm trouble. Fans, I still don't think to this day are 100% pleased with Juan Pierre. So Frank McCourt, in his defense, did give Ned Colletti the checks, gave him the money, but the money just wasn't spent in a in a positive manner. I hate to even use that word, but the Dodgers, let's put it this way. The Dodgers did not get their bang for the buck with the free agent dollars they spent this year. KFWB News Time is 11:41, and that's time for another check of the freeways. Traffic on the ones. Here's Doug Dunlap.
And we still have a little problem right outside Dodger Stadium, not affecting anything inside as everybody long gone. But the 110 freeway southbound past Stadium Way, south about a quarter mile or so past Stadium Way, we have an accident that they're dealing with on the right shoulder. It is backed up to Solano and only running about 15 miles an hour. In Diamond Bar, there's trouble on the Pomona Freeway, westbound at the 57. An earlier accident that was in lane. It's not in lanes anymore, but there is still some delays as you try to make your way through there. In Acton, the Antelope Valley Freeway northbound, just before Santiago Road, an accident. And in West L.A., the 10 westbound before Overland Avenue, an earlier problem is cleared. We still have a big problem in Industry, 605 southbound after Peck Road. Injury crash that blocks the carpool and the two left lanes. And in Westwood, they did clear the other big one. That was the 405 northbound before Wilshire. All lanes are clear, but still expect some slowing. KFWB traffic sponsored by Unisom. Unisom is the only sleep aid available without a prescription that is clinically proven to help you fall asleep faster, sleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. For sleep that restores, choose Unisom. I'm KFWB's Doug Dunlap, live in the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center.
KFWB News Time now 11:42. Top story. Several hundred protesters, as you heard from Doug Dunlap just moments ago, marched through the streets of downtown L.A. during an anti-war rally today. That march began at Olympic Boulevard and Broadway about 1 o'clock. Demonstrators walking up Broadway across Temple Street, up Los Angeles Street, before stopping to assemble outside the Federal Building. Newt Gingrich is not going in for the race for the White House. A spokesperson says the former House Speaker made that decision after learning he cannot legally explore a presidential bid and run his tax-exempt political group at the same time. Pilots are back in the skies over western Nevada this weekend, searching for the aviator Steve Fawcett. That millionaire adventurer has been missing now since September the 3rd. Chester Stiles is eluding capture after being named as a suspect in a sexual assault on a 3-year-old girl 4 years ago. Authorities are focusing on Las Vegas, where they believe the videotaped crime occurred. Stiles has been described as a knife-carrying survivalist who has vowed not to be taken alive. And authorities say a man set to plead guilty in an extortion plot aimed at actor Tom Cruise has been found dead. Investigators in Arizona say it appears David Schmidt committed suicide. He was arrested in a plot to release Cruise's stolen wedding photos. More Dodger Talk with Bob Harvey just a minute away. I'm John Darren, KFWB News 980.
Wondering what to do this weekend? Now you can find all the fun local events that are happening around Southern California each week by logging on to KFWB.com and clicking on This Week in SoCal. Here you'll find great tips about things to do, from family festivals to special movie screenings, live music and theater, art shows, cultural and museum events, and more. And best of all, many of the happenings featured at This Week in SoCal are free. In addition to events, you'll enjoy finding special merchant offers that can help you save money on the products and services you buy. So plan to take the family somewhere fun this weekend. Just log on to KFWB.com and check out This Week in SoCal for more details. And while you're there, be sure to register for weekly email updates so that you'll never miss another fun local event. This Week in SoCal. Just one more way KFWB.com helps to keep you in touch with what's going on.
The following is a paid commercial message.
We're back, and I've just got an update on this foreclosure story. It looks like the Wall Street Journal and the LA Times can agree on something. The number of foreclosures is climbing and the discounts are greater, which means great opportunities for home buyers. Now, some experts believe that the number of foreclosures this year will increase by 20 to 40%. Last year, almost 4,000 foreclosed homes sold for less than $1,000. Many experts agree that there'll be deeper discounts this year. And as expected, the government and private banks are liquidating these homes as fast as they can. Anyway, it looks like you can get a list of foreclosures by calling this number. It's, let's see if it's 800-500-4715. And there are thousands of homes and properties available, sometimes for little or no money down. And listings may not always be available in all areas, so call now. For that list of properties, call CRN at 1-800-500-4715. No credit? Hey, it says it's all right. That's 1-800-500-4715.
I'm a jockey, and when I'm racing, I can't let my allergy medicine put me in a fog. So I only ride Claritin Clear. Claritin works hard to relieve my worst allergy symptoms. Sneezing, runny nose, for a full 24 hours. It works so well, only Claritin has proven to make me alert and focused. Not drowsy, like some other medicines can. When I get allergy relief and stay razor sharp, I'm ahead from start to finish. Stay alert, stay focused, live Claritin Clear.
Use it directed, only brand clinically tested.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
You can help ease your pain at the pump just by getting to AutoZone today. AutoZone has everything you need to stretch your tank of gas as far as it can go. Like now, for a limited time at AutoZone, get 2 bottles of STP fuel injector and carburetor cleaner for just $3.98. When you add a bottle of fuel injector and carburetor cleaner to your tank, you can get better gas mileage and restore lost power and acceleration. Be sure to get to AutoZone before your next trip to the pump.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by Power Toyota Cerritos. On the driver's side, Motel 6. For the lowest rate of any national chain, call 1-800-4-MOTEL-6. And Carino's Italian Grill. Visit Carinos.com for locations near you. Carino's, not your garden variety Italian.
Blackley delivers line drive down the left field line. That's going to go all the way down to the box seats. So that will send Valdez. Here's the throw to the plate. Valdez scores. The throw gets away. Kemp winds up at third. And the Dodgers are now back in the game, 4-2 Giants.
Well, you saw that superstar potential tonight from Matt Kemp. He was 3 for 5, threw a runner out at the plate, and the Dodgers end up with a 6-5 victory, scoring a run in the bottom of the 10th on Luis Gonzalez walk-off double. Welcome back to Dodger Talk on KFWB News 980. I'm Bob Harvey, and time to sneak in a couple of calls here. Let's go to Al in North Hollywood. Al, welcome to Dodger Talk. Very nice to have you.
Thanks, Bob. I was just calling to compliment you and thank you for the incredible job you've done this year with Dodger Talk. I've been listening to Dodger Talk since the late 70s. I've gone through a lot of hosts, and I rarely call in, but I always listen. And you've really been one of the most unbiased and honest hosts of the show that I've ever heard. And I also want to compliment some of the callers that have called in this year too.
Well, before you do that, I want to thank you for your nice words, because there's been a long line of Dodger Talk hosts. A very good friend of mine, Jeff Witcher, did Dodger Talk for many years, but I do appreciate the compliment and thank you for that. Now go on to your Hall of Fame callers here.
Well, just a few. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to leave some out, but Kate, Alex, Lou. I think a good host like you brings out good callers, and you've definitely done that this year. And wherever, I don't know who the host is going to be next year, but I just wanted to thank you for a great job, and I appreciate your unbiased opinions, and it's been enjoyable, and thanks again.
All right, Al, thank you very much. And I'll tell you what, I've been in radio for 35 years, and this was the dream job. I'd always wanted to be connected to the Dodgers in some way, shape, or form, and to do 161 games of Dodger Talk, and one more tomorrow, has been a dream come true, and the callers have just made it very special. I've got the 2-minute drill right now, 2 minutes to go, and Kate, I don't know if that's enough time for you to let it fly, but go ahead.
Oh, Bob, well, first of all, I agree with the previous caller, and I think you've done an outstanding job, and you're just really great.
Oh, thank you.
And hopefully you'll have the off-season to get better.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
One thing I want to say, I'm probably one of the only ones that feels this way, but it'd be nice to get Johan Santana, but we need to keep every good hitter that we can possibly. That's been our main problem for so long. I don't want to trade Matt Kemp for him.
No, I don't
and other
either.
People. I really just, because one of the problems I have with the Dodgers is on a lot less money, the Padres are consistent winners, and that really makes me angry. And they do it by thinking outside the box.
Well, you look at the 3 teams, Kate, that are still in the running for the playoffs. Arizona has already clinched a spot.
Right.
San Diego still has a shot. Colorado has a shot. All 3 teams, lower payrolls, younger teams.
Right. And so I think to give up on Matt Kemp now would be a complete, really the wrong thing to do.
Oh, I agree.
And I really think, it would be nice to have a Johan Santana, but you have to give up way too much. I think the Dodgers need to think a little outside the box and try to, San Diego always finds these guys that no one has ever heard of, and they turn up great. I mean, Heath Bell from New York Mets.
Mm-hmm.
they gave up on him, and look what he's doing.
Well, maybe the Dodgers have a Santana in the minor leagues in the person of, say,
I heard
Clayton Kershaw.
Chris Young says that he wishes he was in the Padres organization. He thinks he's fabulous.
Yeah, and
so I think they don't do that. I'm hoping they don't give up on Matt Kemp, because I think he's going to be, right along there with Loney.
Well, he showed tonight, Kate, why fans are so fond of him.
Yeah, hopefully Ned won't do that, and hopefully this will be the last year of Grady. I'm hoping he doesn't make it, but I have a feeling that Ned is bringing him back.
Well, Kate, if you get a chance, call us tomorrow. If not, you have been one of the great callers to Dodger Talk this year, and it's been my pleasure.
I have to tell you that it's a joy. I used to listen, but not as much. But since you've been on, you really have made it really worthwhile, and so we really appreciate it. And I want to thank you, and I hope you feel better.
All right, thank you, Kate. I do appreciate it.
Hey, a couple of problems outside Dodger Stadium. The Golden State Freeway southbound at the 110. There's a stalled car blocking the left lane right in front of the transition. And then once you do transition, the southbound 110 at Stadium Way, still clearing an accident. It's a little past Stadium Way, and it has caused a slowdown back about a mile or so you can expect delays through there. In Lake Elsinore, I-15 southbound after Nichols Road, a car fire has been reported, apparently out in lanes. In Ontario, on the San Bernardino Freeway westbound after Etiwanda, an object on the roadway looks like furniture. It appears to be furniture. It's in the two right lanes. Fullerton, 91, westbound at Magnolia, a two-car crash. It's right at the off-ramp. And in Buena Park on the 91 westbound after Beach Boulevard, watch for a stall. That one's sitting in the carpool lane. I'm KFWB's Doug Dunlap, live in the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center.
If you have a life insurance policy you don't need anymore, you probably know that you can cash it in with your insurance company. But did you know they'll only pay you a fraction of what it's worth? We're Wilshire Quinn Financial, and we could help you get an average of 3 times more for your unneeded life insurance policy, and possibly much more. Whether you need money to cover medical expenses, retirement, or just want to take a dream vacation, we'll help you sell your policy for the maximum cash value. It could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. To find out how much your life insurance policy is worth, call Wilshire Quinn Financial for a free evaluation. The number is 1-800-500-2609. Don't pay expensive premiums for life insurance you don't need. And don't let your policy lapse because you didn't know you could sell it for cash. Find out what your policy is worth today. Call Wilshire Quinn Financial for your free evaluation at 1-800-500-2609. That's 1-800-500-2609. 1-800-500-2609.
People's Choice Charities, how can I help you?
Oh, hi. I'm considering selling, trading in, or donating my car. Can you tell me about your car donation program?
Sure. When you donate to the People's Choice Charities, you can receive up to 50% of your car, boat, or RV's fair market value in cash, plus a tax deduction for the balance, and help a charity of your choice. It's simple, smart, and charitable.
Wow. I get up to 50% of my car's fair market value in cash, a tax deduction for the balance, and help the charity of my choice? That's brilliant. Let's go for it.
For the best car donation program, call the People's Choice Charities at 888-463-5353. You'll support the nonprofit of your choice. And remember, you can get cash, too. For all the details, call 888-463-5353. They'll pick up your car, boat, or RV and handle all the necessary paperwork. The People's Choice Charities has simplified the car donation process for you. So donating your car, boat, or RV has never been easier. Call them now. 888-463-5353. Help your choice charity and help yourself.
That's the sound of Dodger baseball. And that's the sound of KFWB News 980. Fall is upon us, and if you're still in a job where the fire is just not burning, get out now. Hi, I'm Sean O'Neill, the General Sales Manager at KFWB News 980 and the Dodgers Radio Network, and we are in a growth mode and always looking for A-plus sales talent at KFWB News 980. If you are the best and want to work for the best, call me today at 323-930-8750. Are you motivated by money? Are you motivated to be the best? Do you thrive on competition and winning? KFWB already has a very strong sales force in place, but we're always looking to get better, and you could be that special sales talent that we need to take us to even greater performance. I know that great people are what make the difference in great companies. Join our winning team at KFWB News 980 today and put the passion back in your career. We offer excellent compensation, and CBS Radio is an equal opportunity employer. Call today, 323-930-8750. That's 323-930-8750.
Winning is great, and it's all about the good time you have playing the game. With more than 2,000 slot machines, over 100 Vegas-style table games, and a world-class poker room, Morongo Casino Resort and Spa is undisputedly the best place to play and stay. Experience Morongo's 4-diamond customer service, 4-star accommodations, and world-class fine dining. We're ready when you are. Plan your escape now to Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, Southern California's premier gaming destination. We're just off the I-10 at the Cabazon exit and a moment from anywhere you are. Book your good time now. Call 888-MORONGO, 888-MORONGO, or online at morongo.com.
KFWB Dodger Talk is sponsored by Concord Law. Change your career path by just 1 degree. And Bank of America, the official bank of Major League Baseball. And by the County of Los Angeles, who reminds you to recycle your car's used motor oil and filter. Zero waste. You make it happen.
Dodgers make it 2 straight over the San Francisco Giants, winning tonight 6-5 in 10 innings. Luis Gonzalez with a walk-off double. Thank you for joining us tonight on this edition of Dodger Talk. I'm Bob Harvey with the broadcaster's equivalent of a strained oblique. Hopefully a little bit better tomorrow on the final day of the season. Hard to believe, but tomorrow, the last day of the season, 162 games. It is amazing. And it's also time now for the Go Metro home run call of the night when you want to beat the traffic. Go Metro.
Again, the 3-2 to Martin. Drilled to left field and deep. Headed toward the 4-foot wall and over it. A home run. Russell Martin with his 19th home run of the season and his 87th RBI has drawn the Dodgers to within 1. San Francisco 4 and the Dodgers 3.
Only one catcher in Major League history has had 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in the same year. That would be Pudge Rodriguez, now with the Detroit Tigers. And if Russell Martin hits a home run tomorrow, he will join that very exclusive club. As it stands now, Martin with 19 home runs, over 20 stolen bases, and we can hope for a little Russell Martin long ball tomorrow in the season finale. By the way, first pitch on KFWB at 1:10, a battle of left-handers, Barry Zito against Eric Stoltz. And we're back in 1 minute to wrap up Dodger Talk.
Are you a little confused about finding a loan that's right for you? To be sure you're making the right decision, you need to have the right information. That's why we created the Mortgage Alliance Group. Don't make the same mistake so many Americans have made. Know the facts. The Mortgage Alliance Group has a network of lenders that can help. Did you know that the Fed has recently cut interest rates, which now create a great opportunity for homeowners? Call today, and our experienced professionals will help you make an informed decision that is right for you. Call 800-416-9747. That's 800-416-9747. We have loans available with fixed payments at a 4.2% rate, as well as 40 and 50-year fixed-rate loans. In this changing market, there are still excellent loans available. Call the Mortgage Alliance Group and let us do the shopping. Call now, 800-416-9747. That's 800-416-9747. 800-416-9747.
Dodgers beat the Giants 6-5. Takashi Saito gets the win tonight. He's 2-1. Our thanks, as always, to the callers who make this program. Thank you again. And, of course, our great Dodger Talk support team headed up by A. Martinez, Josh Cumming, and Brian Pickering. Our studio producer is simply the best in the business, Joe Franciosi. Traffic tonight from Doug Dunlap at the Dodger Stadium Transportation Center, and news provided tonight by John Darren. Again tomorrow, the season finale. Eric Stoltz and Barry Zito on KFWB covering the bases at noon, followed by Dodger Dugout and then Dodger Baseball at 1:10. I'll see you tomorrow after the game right here on Dodger Talk on KFWB.
You've been listening to KFWB Dodger Talk with your host, Bob Harvey, on your home for news, traffic, Dodgers, KFWB.
Dodgers Radio.